Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Lynette, and in this channel, we talk about tourism marketing, all to do with tourism, what you need to know, everything. So, last week we began a series of videos which I'm going to be running, which are going to be explaining to different players in the industry about tourism marketing. If you're starting out, whether you're working with a DMC or a bigger company, or if you're marketing even a country in itself as a tourism board, these are some things that you need to know about tourism marketing, like the basic tips that will make your whole experience or your work fun and exciting and with results. Because I've had stories of people spending a lot of money in marketing, mainly in tourism, and they get hardly any results. And this, I feel this should change. So today we're just going to have a brief about the 8 segments that you have to look at, or the types or things that you have to think about when you're doing tourism marketing. First of all, you have to think of the definition of marketing itself. Marketing is the selling of a product to somebody, but in tourism it's different because here you're selling an experience. So when you're marketing tourism, you're basically talking to someone and telling them you can do this and you will love it. And tourism itself as a business is quite expensive because it includes travel, it includes accommodation. If it's longer than an excursion, it includes meals and drivers. The fact that it's a multi-sector industry. It's quite expensive to consume. So another thing that you have to look at is the types of tourism. When you're a tourism marketer, you have to know what type of tourism you are in, what you are selling, the segment, because you just can't be cutting across having all these different segments that you're selling. And if you are, then you have to know the types of markets. That's why we go into market segmentation or even product segmentation. So we shall have a video where we shall be talking about market segmentation. How do you market to people from this country? How do you market from people from this culture? People who believe in this, how do you market to them? And people who believe in this, how do you market to them to sell to them the same tourism product? Because these are things that you have to know. Then tourism has been looked at as a seasonal business. So there is need to carry out a lot of forecasting, mainly the hospitality industry, because today you're going to have 500 guests, then tomorrow you'll only have 20. How are you going to balance that? How are you going to employ people so that when you have 500 guests, there will be enough staff to cater for them? And when you have 5 guests, you can still have enough money to pay for the staff that you have at your company. So we shall look into that. Then we shall look at the importance of market research as a marketeer. Who are you selling to? What are you selling to them? What do they like as people? These are very important things. And when you carry out market research, how do you apply it? So we shall be looking into all those things. Then we shall look at consumer analysis as an individual. If you are coming from, let's say, where I'm in Uganda, and you're going to market safaris, and you're going to Botswana, you have to know the people there, the consumer analysis. People in Botswana also have safaris. So if you're going to sell to them that product, you'll have to bring it out in such a way that it makes it appear unique. What are you selling that they have not seen before? Or if you are selling still in Botswana, you could sell culture. Because the culture we have in Uganda of the Bantu, of the Baganda, we don't have it anywhere else. And this is an amazing culture. It has strong roots. It has a kingdom. It has a parliament. It has a king who we love so much. So if you're going to sell that, then, I'm just throwing a few examples to show you the different products that you can sell in a given destination. And then you look at consumer analysis. Then we're going to look at things like product development. Oh my God. I've been moving around the region and I've noticed that people are developing amazing products. They're investing so much money in developing a tourism product, a resort, an adventure park. But you're going to see that some of them don't pull out back their money. What's the problem? Is the problem the way they market? Is the problem the product? Because some of the products are extremely amazing. So what is the problem? And we shall look into that. How do you create a product that is demanded for? How do you attract demand for a given product that you have created? And be able to cash out all the money that you can from the tourism industry. Then the last thing that you should look at is pricing of a tourism product. How much do you price your safari? Because in Africa, mainly we are selling safaris, wildlife, culture, heritage. So I'm a Muganda. If I'm going to take you to see the King's Palace, the Parliament, I'm going to teach you how to make our local cuisines. How am I going to price that? In a way that I do not feel exploited, but in a way that you can still afford and still get value for your money. So that's a very tricky subject. And still very many destinations and very many tour companies and suppliers of the tourism product are finding it hard to price their product, to develop the products that are demanded for by the people. Because every time I interact with different tourists who travel around the world, and they keep saying, I've been eager to look. I'm looking around. I want to experience this, and they can't see it on the market. And you're like, but why don't the product development team in Uganda know that this is demanded for? Don't the ones in UK know that this is demanded for? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I encourage you to wait for next week when I'll be bringing out my next video, which will have a detailed explanation about the definition of tourism and tourism marketing in general. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to get this video and more videos, and like and share with other tourism experts. Thank you very much. And please leave your comments, because I'd like to hear from you. If you're a tourism personnel, if you're in the tourism industry and you carry out marketing, please let me